All right, baby, I just finished training arms and back, and I got one hell of a pump answering all your questions, because today is another episode of our question and answer. Today's questions revolve around sleep, recovery, programming, mentality, and PED usage. And of course, our Cult Strength merch drop went live yesterday. So if you want your merch, you better get in quick, baby. Let's get it. As we get close to a meet, specificity becomes king, meaning we must be more specific in regards to the competition lift. So squat, bench, and deadlift to competition standard, right? And welcome back to your mum's favorite channel on YouTube, Cult Strength. Today, baby, we are getting a sick pump. We are training back and arms. And also, it's question and answer day. So I'm gonna answer a whole bunch of your questions. I put a post up on my YouTube last night, and each week I do that, I give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you want answered. And I do that once a week. So if you haven't seen it before, make sure you check that out and you can get your questions in, right? A lot of good questions for today, so thank you for that. And I also want to say a massive thank you to the incredible response we had to our merch drop yesterday. I'm going to show you what merch we have again, and there's a little bit left, so if you're quick, you will get some. Now, we got the God Killer wrist wraps in. Boom, sexy, sexy. 36 inches in the white. The black have all sold out. I have maybe 5 or 6 pairs left only of the white. I will be probably doing a restock at some point. So if you'd be interested in getting wrist straps and you miss out, drop a comment and let me know. If I get enough people interested, I will definitely order some more. We also have the Figure 6 lifting straps, the Cult Strength Death Metal logo, as well as the Cult Strength cap. Oh yeah, baby. We only have about 5 or 6 of these left as well. We sold heaps of those. I can't stop burping. I just ate tacos and they were delicious. And of course, the merch, the shirts. So we have the goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. See, he's holding on to his little bottle of Tren there. I don't encourage that you do that, but this Tyrannosaurus obviously can handle it. To be fair, that's a good representation of what happens when you take Tren. You turn into a fucking monster. And yeah, it's up to you whether you do that or not, right? The front, Cult Strength logo, Death Metal. Oh yeah, baby, that's sexy as fuck. And then the other one with your mum's favorite channel on YouTube, Cult Strength. There is, of course, going to be a apostrophe next to the S. This was just a test print, and don't you worry about that. But they're available now on my website. All of this is available, cultstrength.square.site, as well as all of my squat, bench, deadlift programs and our nutrition ebook. But right now, we're going to get into some back. We'll start with back work, and then we'll finish with some arms, and I'll answer your questions along the way. Like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let's get it, baby. All right, baby, we're gonna get started now with some back work. I'm gonna do some lat pull downs to start with. We'll go sets of 15 today, so a fair bit of volume. And I'm gonna answer our first question as well. Answer the questions in between sets, right? Now, the first question we're gonna go with here is Stian Martinson 825. He asks, how to train the tendon muscle so it doesn't rip, and let's say the technique is on point. Okay, bro, good question, that's fair enough. Now, we have to also consider that you're strong enough to be lifting those weights, right? It can take a lot of time to develop the strength with our smaller muscles and ligaments and tendons and things like that. So for example, hypothetically, if someone's jumped on, let's say, a cycle of gear, and they got aggressively strong really quickly, sometimes the muscles can get stronger quicker than the smaller connective tissue. And that's sometimes where we see those sorts of injuries happen. Another way that can happen is simply overtraining and things like that, right? Not having enough recovery. That can definitely play into injuries of that nature. And you say technique is on point, but obviously from time to time, things do break down a little bit, and that's where injuries can happen. And also on point is very subjective, because I could look at it and say, perhaps I see a few things you can change. So there could be a multitude of reasons why that's happening. But at the end of the day, just be very mindful of how often you're lifting heavy and you're getting enough recovery and you're not making too many aggressive jumps in your programs with your numbers. Make sure you give your body time to adapt to the stimulus. Remember, it's not a fucking sprint, it's a marathon. And I don't know how many reps I've done right now because I'm talking. So we'll go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I have the sneaking suspicion that that was more than 15, but if you lose count, the punishment is do more anyway. So that's all good, baby. We'll come back in a second with the next question. Oh yeah. All right, alrighty. Second question. What have we got here? All right, John Rogers, 1539. For some reason, I feel like that's just a made-up name, even though it's like pretty common. Seems too common. Who are you, John Rogers? Anyway, I'm doing my first powerlifting meet this Saturday, and I'm curious about mental fitness going into the meet day and how you mentally prepare for the occasion. So your mentality going into competition day, well, my dude, I think that the biggest thing that I see is people getting a little bit too excited and too anxious, right? I know it's a big occasion and fear and anxiety are very normal. I still experience fear and anxiety before I compete, and I've been doing this for a long time. But what is important to remember is that it's a learning process, and you're going there to learn and to set a baseline, you know, for you to continue to progress from in the future. So trust in the training that you've been doing, right? Trust in the program you've been running. Trust that you've done the work. And if you haven't, well then take the expectation out of it completely, right? But if you've done the work, at the same time, don't focus on the outcome. Focus on what you've done. Take confidence from that and know that no matter what happens, you're going to learn, right? And also, have fun, man. I've performed the best when I've been relaxed, having a laugh with the boys, compared to being like head down, music in my ears. Oh, I'm fucking angry for no reason. I get it, right? I do that at training all the time, but in terms of performance, I perform better when I'm relaxed. So take that advice, right? Breathe, chill, enjoy the day. Don't get overwhelmed with the result. It's a gift. Enjoy it. All right, baby. Third question before we do our third set of lat pull downs. Now, in this question, Lukey138 asks or says, "Hi, Uncle Reese. Is it a good idea to alternate grips when deadlifting, or does it not really matter? Cheers from Brisbane." Don't mix it up, right? If you're a powerlifter, I don't recommend mixing your grips. If you're a powerlifter, we're not focused on absolute symmetry either. If you're a bodybuilder, I also don't recommend that you alternate grips, right? What I'd recommend in that circumstance is perhaps a lot of your deadlift work might be with straps on. Because keep in mind, being a bodybuilder, grip strength isn't really important, right? It's about symmetry. So different goals, different causes, right? But if you're a powerlifter, keep it simple. Use the same mixed grip. Get good at it. Get a really solid grip. Be confident. And just work on that. And then, you know, sometimes there are accessories and stuff like that. If it's a bit lighter, maybe we do some double overhand work to challenge the grip. Or maybe put some straps on, right? That's up to you, but I wouldn't recommend swapping. We did our third set now, a little heavier. A bit more intense this set. This is the set, the third set of each round. I'll push a little harder. Let's go. couple extra reps, a little closer to failure on that last set for the gains, baby. We'll take a moment, we'll go to do some rows and answer some more questions. Like this video, drop a comment and subscribe, baby. Let's go. All right, baby, we're gonna move on to some rows in a moment. Next question, real quick. Giannis Nikopoulos, 5043. Intense name, bro. I like it. Should I train deadlift in order to progress on it, or train deadlift pauses and the devotion until the last weeks prior to a meet? That's a good question, man. But as we get close to a meet, specificity becomes king, meaning we must be more specific in regards to the competition lift. So squat, bench, and deadlift to competition standard, right? So I definitely recommend you do at least 4 to 6 weeks of regular deadlifting before a competition, not meaning you can't do devotions and pauses as your variation movements still, but I think your main movements in those last few sessions should be mostly a competition standard deadlift. That's my advice, right? Now, I'm gonna do some rows. I'm not gonna use seated rows today. I'm gonna use the cable handles, the ropes. I wanna get more of a squeeze, right? So with the ropes, you can really separate them and get some more range of motion with that contraction without it hitting your chest. So I'm gonna hit this now. We're gonna set to 15 and we'll answer another question after this set, baby. Yeah. Whew. That feels good. And also, in the next week or so, as I've mentioned, I have the Armageddon arm training ebook will be available, completely free. There will just be a series of different arm workouts with some progressions that you can simply add into your training to help you get some big arms. That'll be out very soon. And make sure, like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe. Be back in a moment, baby. All right, baby, let's answer a couple questions before our next set of rows. Now, first question is from Taikai1613. He asks, how does one powerlift while maintaining the current weight class, and should I only be going for PRs while I'm eating in a surplus? No, you can hit PRs anytime, right? Yes, it's easier to get stronger when we're in a surplus and growing, but powerlifting is a weight class sport. You can always get stronger, right, and maintain weight. Yes, it's a little bit slower, but of course it's possible, right? We do that by obviously improving our technique, by making sure that our recovery is on point, and you know, the time that we spend under a bar, the maturity of our muscles, we can train them to become more efficient and effective as well. Okay, so that's just time under a fucking bar and repetition, right? But yeah, so I wouldn't just reserve your PR attempts when you're in a surplus. And powerlifting is a weight class sport, man. So you'll find most people stay in a weight class for a long time. I've been 140 kilos for like 5 or 6 years. I just got a little bit leaner each time I competed, which, you know, increased my potential to lift weight. The more muscle you have, the more potential to lift weight, right? Fat doesn't move weight, weight moves weight, but muscle moves weight the most effectively and efficiently. So aim to get in better shape. That's probably the best advice I can give you. We'll do one more question before I do the next one. Chelsea Wright 8083 asks, can you talk about what machines could help build your squat? I really enjoy the squat press. I can max out without as much fear of injury. No machines will directly help your squat. A squat is difficult, right? Because it's a free weight. You have to also have stability. You have to have coordination. You have to have good technique. So for example, I've seen countless times people leg pressing stupid amounts of weight, right? But their squat is like 60 kilos or 100 kilos because they don't have the technique or the control or the strength through a full range. So machines can be used to build muscle mass, which then can be transferred into your squat, right? But not directly. You have to have the technique as well. So yes and no. Do your leg press stuff, do your squat press, do your leg extensions, hamstring curls, leg hypertrophy, right? But you also have to squat and develop technique to improve your squat. Getting big muscles alone won't necessarily help you. I hope that's pretty helpful for you. Let's go set 2, baby. A little bit heavier. Let's go. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. I like it. If you haven't been to my website yet to order your merch, you better hurry up, because by the time the video is ended, it's probably all gone and you're gonna miss out. And then you're gonna be like, Mom, Cult Strength sold out of merch. Can you talk to Reese and see if he has any extras laying around? And she'll say, all right, son, if I have to. It is what it is, baby. Like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. All right, gang, before we do our last set of rows, Mena7927 asks, how do you manage your health being 140 plus kilogram, human being and a PED user, allegedly? Second question, have you always been into strength sports, or have you done bodybuilding style training when you started lifting like most people? I didn't do bodybuilding, no. I played other sports at a professional level when I was younger. I always had a great passion for strength training, and when I became injured and progress in my other career was jeopardized, I thought, you know what, I really enjoy lifting, I'm a competitive guy, I want to see what powerlifting is about, right? So I went and did it, and I was good at it, because I'm good at everything I do, because I'm just that kind of person. It is what it is. Sorry about it. Now, 140 kilogram human being on PEDs, right? How do I maintain my health? Well, to be honest with you, right, completely honest with you, allegedly, hypothetically, my steroid cycle is, / would be, very, very minimal, right? Years ago, yes, I used to take more, right? Not a lot, but more. But I didn't like how it made me feel. I didn't feel healthy, right? I didn't feel like my lifestyle was any good. It wasn't worth what I was doing in the gym. And it was jeopardizing, obviously, it was taking years off my life, right? I have a kid now as well, so I want to be around. I've definitely changed my mentality since becoming a father, so I backed off that sort of stuff. I also realized that less is better as well. You can still progress, maybe a little slower, right? But it's more permanent, and you don't have the other issues that come with getting really quick, really strong, as I discussed earlier. And you just feel a lot more in control of yourself and your emotions, because by myself, right, I do have my mental health issues, and being on high amounts of gear is quite detrimental to that, being completely honest. And if you say it's not, I think you're lying to yourself. And certain compounds, especially like trenbolone, right, I had to ban myself years ago because it turned me into someone that I was not proud of, I had no control over. And it's not an excuse, right, but I needed to remove myself from that situation and by not taking that compound. So health is important. Be careful what you take. Don't take too much, man. Whoever's watching this, I know a lot of you guys are young and keen and eager and you want to get big fast and strong fast, but you don't understand the repercussions of doing this, right? Don't be an idiot. I'm not saying I was an absolute idiot. There was things I did that weren't really smart. Luckily I didn't go overboard, but learn from my mistakes and other people's mistakes, right? Take it slow. If you ever consider doing it, right, do your research, talk to a doctor, get your bloods done. Don't just jump into it. Think about it for at least 6 months before you do it, right? If in 6 months time you go, okay, I still want to do it, I've been training really hard, following the program, and of course make sure you're at least fucking 21, man, at least 21. I was 26 or something when I started, right? Be at least 21, fucking just wait. Your testosterone's still going up. So that's my advice, right? Don't go crazy, don't eat like shit all the time. Of course it's hard not to eat some shit, but don't eat shit all the time, and pay attention to your sleep. If you're getting really shit sleep, go and get a sleep study, maybe get a CPAP mask, right? I have ways of helping me sleep, but if your sleep is shit, your health will be shit. So that's really important. It's a long answer, but I hope that helps, guys. I think that'll be applicable to many of you. But the biggest message I can give you there is, no matter what weight you are, more isn't better. And it's fun to joke about it, right? And we have a laugh talking about blasting this and that, right? But it's a joke. Okay, it's not responsible. I don't recommend people do it, right? I recommend that you talk to a professional and do your own research and make an educated decision yourself. Last set, big set. Those tacos, man, they were delicious. They're probably, yeah, they're delicious the second time as well. I'm gonna do arms now. I'm trying not to burp or vomit, I'm not too sure. But we're back in a second. We have a few more questions. We're gonna superset the arms, biceps, triceps, and we'll go 6 sets of each. Let's fucking go, baby. All right, baby, let's get it. We've got arms now. We're gonna go tricep push down and a bicep curl on the cable. That's 1 set. So we'll do 3 of each, right? We'll superset them. Now, next question. Tokenutha, he asks, if I follow your bench press program, can you run your squat and deadlift program at the same time? Absolutely you can, sir. I've designed them to be compatible. Now, if you buy all 3 programs and you have any questions about how you can run them together, because I've spoken about it in quite a few videos, you may have missed it, simply send me an email at thecultstrength@gmail.com and I'll tell you exactly how you can run them together to maximize your gains. Now, first set, triceps. Let's get it, baby. Yeah. Oh, they're feeling pretty tender after fucking bench yesterday. Let's get it, baby. Pretty keen to get this pump cover off soon. See what's going on. Yeah. Set of curls, straight into it. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, I just want to take a quick moment though, just to appreciate how sexy the wraps are. I knew you probably thought I was going to say how sexy I am. We've been through that before. Today we're talking about the wraps. Now, had questions, you know, why white? They're going to get dirty. No shit. That's the point. As I said, it's like you wear your pain, you wear your suffering on your equipment, right? If you bleed, you're gonna see it. And I hope I bleed. I ain't gonna wash it. I'm gonna wear it and become one with it. And also, no one else is gonna touch your shit because they can see it. That's also a bonus. But I really do like the white. There's only a few pairs. So if you want a pair, better guess on cultstrength.square.site, baby. All right, gang. Next set, next question. Hand cannon, bro. Bro in the hand cannon. I like it. Fucking hell. Will you have meetups or say what gyms you'll be at in the States? I'm in California, definitely would come by to meet you. Does the hand cannon come with the deal? Because maybe. No, I will. I'll definitely try and arrange some catch-ups and some training sessions with anybody who's interested. I'll definitely be announcing the gyms I'm going to go to as well. As I said, I'd love to do a trip to the States next year and plan a trip from one side to the other, just recording content with other YouTubers in the gym and hopefully meeting a bunch of you guys, because I believe it's like well over 50% of my subscribers are from the States. I think it's closer to like 65, 70%. Only like 10% from Australia. Nobody likes me here. I'm too confrontational. I'm too sexy. I'm too good looking. Always with everyone's mum, you know what I mean? Everyone just doesn't like me. So the Americans, obviously I haven't been to America that much, so I haven't been able to hang out with all the mums yet. So you'll learn to hate me too, I guess. That's fine. You do you, baby. I'm doing me and mums. Let's go. But no, I do joke a lot. It would be very cool to meet you guys and to get some sessions in and to just see what's up, you know? That's what life's about, eh? Doing what you love, meeting cool people, you know, working out with like-minded people. I think that's excellent. And that's why I do this, right? I'm trying to build that big, strong community of like-minded people, right? That are, yes, they're very determined and on the path, and yes, we're set in our ways, but we're also here to help, right? We're here to lead the way. We're here to help. Yes, I understand that we sometimes have a joke and we tease and mock people that don't go to the gym, but in our hearts, we want them to come to the gym with us. You know what I mean? We want them to succeed as well. And that's what it's about, man. It's all good to joke. You've got to have thick skin, but you've got to mean well. At the end of the day, I think that's kind of important. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Ugh. Now I get the fucking pump. That little contraction and hold there, fuck, it gets you. Far out. Jesus Christ. He's a good guy. I have a Jesus tattoo on my hand. Everyone always goes, why do you hate Jesus? I don't hate Jesus. I just hate his dad. All right, baby. Pump covers come off. Feeling pretty big. We'll go another question before we do our last set of these, before we move on to our 2 final exercises. Mike Wilhelm 5170. Could you talk about the use of a double overhand thumbless grip with straps on the deadlift and why lat activation might be more noticeable compared to when the thumb is wrapped around with a normal grip? I'd have to argue that, bro. Personally, okay, I think it comes down to what you're used to, right? For one, thumbless, potentially, you won't be able to have as much activation without your thumb around the bar, right? I'm not saying you can't get lat activation with a thumbless grip, but potentially, well, the potential is less than with your thumb around the bar. Now, add in a figure 8 strap. I don't like figure 8 straps at all. I don't use them because I really struggle to activate my lats. Some people are different, but I think it comes down to doing what you're used to, right? If someone used figure 8s all the time and then put on a figure 6 strap, it would feel different and foreign and you wouldn't be able to use it the same. So when I go to use a figure 8 strap, I fucking hate it, right? So that's why I use figure 6s, but probably because I'm used to them. But I also do like the idea of still having to grip the bar, right? With a figure 8 strap, it's very easy to get lazy. You start reducing your range of motion because you're going thumbless and the bar is hanging in the straps. It's fucking dumb, man. And to be honest, the world record 500 kilo plus deadlifts have all been done like that, and it's a bit of a joke. I think there needs to be a rule, maybe. If you're gonna use straps, they should be figure 6, so you still at least have to hold onto the bar, right? I don't know, it's one of those gray areas. That's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't really matter. It is what it is, baby. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. Let's get these biceps in. Getting juicy. Let's go. Yeah. You love that shit, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Come on. It's pretty serious, you know what I mean? I think that means that you have to like this video and you have to drop a comment and you have to subscribe and you have to hit the notification button, and I'll be back in a second. All right, baby, we're gonna answer probably 3 or 4 more questions. I have 3 more sets of biceps, 3 more sets of triceps. We'll superset those. That is the session done. Next question, Easy Peasy 666, who is a member on my channel, you absolute legend. He's a very smart guy because he's a member on my channel, meaning that if he wants 10% off any of the merch, any of the programs, all he has to do is send me an email at thecultstrength@gmail.com with proof of his membership, and I'll generate a unique code for him so he can get a discount. So any of my members on my channel, you get a discount on all my shit. Anyway, he asks, have you ever thought about exclusive drops for the members of my channel or their mums? I haven't thought about it yet, but now you just mentioned it. When I get enough members on my channel that would sustain the minimum order quantity, keep in mind, there's generally a minimum order quantity, right, for me to do shirts. I can't just order like 10 or 20. Generally the minimum is about 50. So, you know, if I was to get enough members that were absolutely keen for a exclusive drop, I'd absolutely do that. So I'll keep an eye on how many of you guys are in there over the next month or two. I'll definitely consider doing that, right? It's a great idea. So thank you. But now we'll do overhead tricep extension for the long head of the tricep, and we'll do some dumbbell curls as a superset. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Oosh. All right, baby. Let's walk over. We'll do the dumbbells, and I'll answer one more question on the way. All right, Nat Tracks. How do you get good sleep? I feel like I can never get more than 5 hours REM sleep a night. I've tried melatonin, new pillows, etc. Well, dude, I think you're a little bit off with that. That's a lot of REM sleep. Maybe what you mean is you're probably only getting like 5 hours of actual sleep a night, which isn't great, obviously. So, okay, you need to consider certain things, right? I don't know how big you are. Maybe you have trouble sleeping because you have sleep apnea. Maybe you could consider a sleep study, right? That's something I've done recently. I'm gonna be getting myself a CPAP mask to help me recover even better and feel even better as a human being, right? Because sleep is so important. But you know, I think you gotta make sure that you're exercising every day, right? That's good for you. Make sure you're eating well, eating a good diet, nice balanced diet. And you know, sleep, if you're watching TV right before you go to bed, if you're up late looking at your screen, that's not gonna help, right? Bright lights and shit won't help you sleep well. They'll interrupt your sleep cycles. There's a lot of stuff like that, even caffeine intake, etc. But definitely one thing to consider is if you're a little bit overweight or you're heavier, consider getting a sleep study and maybe investing in a CPAP mask to really help you. It'll make a load of difference. I'm really excited to get mine. I know how much it will help. Right now though, we'll do a set of curls. Whoosh. Let's go, baby. Yeah, fucking hell. Come down here. Easy peasy. 2 more sets, baby. So like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. All right, baby. 2 more sets. Now, I was meant to do the giveaway today on my deadlift day. I pushed deadlift day till tomorrow because I got my days mixed up. I said I was gonna take an extra rest day this week. So deadlift for tomorrow, and the 20,000 subscriber giveaway draw is tomorrow. So you have 1 more day for your chance to win. If you wanna know how to win, go back to not my last video, for the 2 before that, and I'll tell you exactly how. So drawing it tomorrow. Now, we have 2 more questions. My man, come on, bro. Spartan Z9256. How big is your wood? Well, I could just say, ask your mum. But what I will say is that, your mum refers to it as my wand. And let's just say it's heavy enough and magical enough to have caused many, many toxic attachments in the past. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. And I'm not saying how big my wood is, because that's a secret. Also, pay attention in my videos, you can figure it out. But point being is that it's a wand and it's magical and your mum loves it. And it's like a natural wood because it's not straight. It's got a bend to it. Like, not like Ron Weasley's wand, who is broken, but it's got a bend to it, right? Apparently it's favorable. I don't know about that. I'm not a penis connoisseur. Your mother is. Ask her. Classy question, bro. I really do like that tricep movement. Like, I don't like doing it, I think it's boring, but it definitely hits that long head of the tricep, which is, as I've said, neglected in all the pressing movements. So you should make sure you're doing that exercise when you train triceps. We'll get through these bicep curls, and then we've got one more set, and I'll do one more question afterwards. Let's get this shit. Oh yeah, baby. Goodness fucking gracious me. All right, take a minute. We'll do one more set and we'll do one more question. If you're still watching, thank you. All right, guys, last question, last set. Todd Griffith, he asks, what's something you're proud of from your career? What are you looking forward to finishing out in 2024? Oh, what am I proud of in my career? Well, man, apart from powerlifting, right, I played football, English football, right, for the New Zealand national team when I was younger. I represented the country at under 23 and under 20 level. I was selected for the under 20 national team when I was 13 years old. I was a goalkeeper and I used to be quite good. I spent some time overseas, but at the end of the day, the politics of that sport ruined it. I really disliked it in the end. But I did achieve some really cool things, right? I got to go to an under-20s World Cup in Canada, played there, played against some really good, teams and players that are professionals today. I've represented Australia in American football. I'm a dual citizen, so New Zealand Australian citizen. So I represented Australia in American football, which was also really cool, And powerlifting, I've achieved 1,050 kilogram total, and that was the biggest total ever in Australia, under 140 kilos, and that stood for 3.5 years. It got broken recently by 2.5 or 5 kilos, but records are made to be broken, right? And I hadn't competed in 3 or 4 years. It took someone that long to just chip it, right? And the squats were high as shit, but that's a different story. But I'm coming back. That's why I'm here, that's why I'm training. I'd love to go 1,100 kilos, so maybe I can go 1,100 kilos in 2024. That's my lifetime goal. But anyway, just chipping closer towards that would be fantastic for me. We'll get to our last set now, and then we'll wrap it up with the bicep curls, baby. It's been a good day. Make sure you have, obviously, liked this video. Make sure you drop a comment and subscribe, baby. Let's go. Oh yeah, dirty dog bum. I told you I was pretty fatigued after my bench press yesterday. Triceps are a bit cooked. But this is good, man. This is good for recovery as well, even though I'm fatiguing them further. It's light weights, inducing blood flow, getting a pump. So I will grow and I will recover. We got one more set of curls. We'll wrap this bad boy up. Whoosh. 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 Yeah. 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 Whew. God damn. But that's the end of the Q&A. That's the end of the session. It was a good one. We, as I said, the merch drop is live. I still have some of the white wraps left, the figure 6 lifting straps, and the caps with a few of those. But we still have quite a few shirts left, but they will sell out, very limited. cultstrength.square.site. Remember, if you want a discount, become a member on my channel, and then simply email me at thecultstrength@gmail.com for your discount code. We'll wrap it up. We're back for deadlifts tomorrow. So until next time, you know what to do. Go to the fucking gym, baby. Let's get it.